Welcome to Local Legends with Jess, the Arizona edition. I'm Jessica Benevento, your mortgage matchmaker, opening doors with ease and bringing you the stories behind Arizona's most inspiring people. From best-selling authors and elite athletes to business badasses making moves across the valley. These are the local legends shaping our communities. Get the inside scoop, real talk, and powerful conversations you won't hear anywhere else. Local Legends with Jess, where Arizona's stories connect. Welcome to Local Legends. Here with me, Jess. We are in Arizona, and I have two fabulous people. Whitney and Ryan Cole, owners of Co & Co. Correct? Am I correct? Mm-hmm. Okay, awesome. So, reason I have you guys on here is because you're local legends in my mind, and that's all that matters. But I've always, since I've met you guys, I've always been very intrigued with the fact that you can work together as husband and wife. And I know there's husband and wife teams, and I've seen them, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. But knowing you guys personally, I'm really impressed by it because, as you know, I have attempted to work with my husband, and that was a failed business together. And that's okay. We just cannot. He can never, I could be his boss, but he's not okay with that. So we just obviously parted ways in our businesses. So before I talk to you about the real estate business, where were you guys prior to getting into real estate?
Let's see, prior to real estate, I was in social work. So my background is social work. I love helping people. I just want to be there and hold their hand through every step of their life. But before real estate, social work, and I was a corrections officer actually for kids for a year and a half, which led me into my social work era. And I was in social work for about 5+ years, I would say. And I dealt with the worst of the worst. I was in court all the time. He really did not like what I did. The stories I had to tell were just horrible, but I helped so many people along the way, but then I had kids and pivoted to real estate.
So who decided first for real estate?
I think.
Well, it was me. I tried my hand, what they call during COVID, during the Great Resignation, when everybody was just getting their jobs and stuff. So I was all inspired and gung-ho and ready to go out and be my own boss and get rich overnight.
Yeah.
So in it was 21, I think we were just talking about this. I think in 21 is when I officially left Bank of America. My entire adulthood, my first real job, I was with Bank of America, and I did everything under the sun with that company. But yeah, I decided to go out and flip a house. But I'm from Texas, and I feel like, I got a great network. I know, so many people. I might not be there, but it's like I'll be there because it'll be so easy to get it done. And
yeah.
As we know, that is just not the way things work.
It's whole opposite.
It ended up being a big flop. It lasted for over a year, I think.
So
during COVID and
the whole
government shutdowns, it took over a year just to get permitted with no guidance, no help.
Oh my gosh!
And the good thing about it, well, if there is a good thing, we were all cash because the entry point was so cheap. Mm-hmm. We put our money up, so we didn't have holding costs for bills and lenders and anything like that. But ultimately, you still just bleed money because you were throwing money at this never-ending fixed project for over a year. And I pulled the plug on it too late, but eventually it was you know what, we just got to cut these losses. So it ended up being a $40,000 lesson, but that was 2021.
Right.
I think she was actually licensed before I was. So retail real estate, she did it first, and then I followed was it a full year?
A couple months.
Yeah, maybe 4 or 5 months after that, and we've been rocking and rolling ever since.
Now, when you were getting your license, doing the studying and all the classes or the hours, were you still working? That prior?
No. So I left. I was with a nonprofit at the time.
Okay.
And I was kind of just done. I was burnt out. Wanted to be home with the kids more. We have 2 little kids, 4 and 6. So I just told him I think I want to change. And I jumped all in. I took a 2-week crash course. I think it was the last time the school offered a 2-week crash course. I was in school from 7 to 5 every single day, Monday through Friday. And that was it for 2 weeks of my life was school. Ryan ran the house and I went to school for 2 weeks and got my real estate license right before Christmas and hopped right into it and started feet running. That was it.
Wow.
I never looked back.
Wow. So you left your job.
Yeah.
Was that hard to leave?
It was, but I'm still so connected with those people. Still, like, we always meet, we hang out. We just had them over for like Christmas lights, party and stuff. Yeah. So it was hard, but there was more for me out there than just social work. Like, I wanted another aspect of helping people.
Yeah.
That wasn't maybe like the worst times of their life. It was maybe like the new beginnings, the relocations. And I think I was just called to do that, just helping people in different aspects of where they're at in life.
Right. And I think too, so I remember when I first met you, you were saying social work. I was like, I was a counselor and I have that background too.
Yeah.
It's especially being in this business, if you have a past of, you know, again, helping people, but not in a good situation, this is like,
Yeah, it's just
like you're always heroes. Like in this industry, I mean,
you can make any situation work.
And like, we can.
Yeah, you put every hat. You can make it work. Because if you see somebody having a bad day, I feel like I tap into my side. I'm like, I can do this.
Yes.
Like, I can just make everything okay, and we will ride or die this thing for all of us.
Yes. No, totally. So then you get it. You get the crash course. You join a brokerage. Was that Clausen's?
Yeah. So I joined Clausen.
How'd you find them?
So Shailene actually sold my parents their house when they moved. So my parents moved here in 2019.
Okay.
She was my first call because I honestly didn't know anybody else in real estate.
Yeah.
And my parents loved their house. So I called her and she was with a different team at the time, but I knew her. So I was like, can you help me, bring me along with you? She said, of course, obviously.
Yeah.
And so she was my in, and then taught me kind of everything I knew. I think we both know at the beginning, and contracts and just like how to manage this real estate world of like the legality issues, right? Because you go to school, but they don't teach you like
totally
all the legal issues. You know the books, but she really took us under her wing, and that's where we were. And then you got licensed.
Yeah. How long after you get it? Did you take the test once? You don't have to answer this.
No, I will be honest. I took the state test twice.
Okay.
And it was right before Christmas. And I said, I'm doing this. I woke up at 5 a.m. the day before Christmas Eve.
Right.
And passed on my second time. I had to. I was like, I can't go into Christmas and do that.
I know. Did you cry when you failed the first time? I am also a first-time failure, and I cried.
Jane, I was like, are you kidding me? I have 4 hours of this, and like, I have to go back? That was my thing. Like, I have to go back.
Right. That's the worst thing. Is like, I have to do this again. I have to go through that stress and that anxiety of the test.
Yes, and nothing's close. All the testing centers are like so far away from us.
From us, yeah.
Yeah, from us, and it was just a nightmare. But I was like, no, I have to do this. It's like the crack of dawn. Everyone's there looking crazy, including me. Yeah. And I passed, and I was like so excited. I was like, finally Christmas, I can breathe.
Yes.
It's like the new year. And then I think, he's like, I'm going to do it too. I'm like, yes.
Okay. So how long after was it? How was that? You were still Bank of America at this point?
I left the bank in like 21. So,
so you left to do that flip.
Like I was like, I'm doing this.
And then you're going to be a badass flipper. So that was the plan. Like,
that was the plan.
Gotta be rich as fuck. Done with this corporate stuff. Yeah. And that didn't work out. But it's a good thing.
No, 1,000%. I wouldn't trade anything for the world. I always tell her when I was trying to justify it and not get left.
Yeah.
I was like, we could have paid that same amount of money to somebody for a crash course, and I still wouldn't have had the hands-on, the real world application of it.
Right.
So.
Right.
You're either going to pay the stupid tax or you're going to pay somebody else for the expertise. I chose the stupid tax.
Yeah, exactly. So you get your license and you join on to the team. Mm-hmm. So you guys are rocking and rolling. How was that? And this is, because again, there's a lot of people that are like, I should work with my spouse. Mm-hmm. How was it? Well, like, how do you guys navigate work life, family life? Is there a work life, family life split? Or is everything feel?
It's all one thing.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
It's all commingled.
Yeah.
There's no splitting. But honestly, this is a cakewalk because, like I just told you, we spent about 3 years. 3 years of promises, like, I promise you it'll be worth it. All these headaches, all of this stress, waking up early, having to travel, all of that. And at the end of all of that, 3 years, all we got for that was a $40,000 loss. Right. And that was my fault.
Right.
And we made it through that.
Yeah.
So there's nothing this job present us that's gotten harder.
And we sold a personal house in this whole time.
Oh, that's enough.
So like if you can like sell a personal house together, and we're both agents. So going through that, we sold a personal home and moved in that time frame. I think if we didn't kill each other then and leave each other, like, because there were times, there were times, in all honesty, and it was just like, are we going to make it out of this? Like, it was tough, but we did. So we kind of think like, what else could break us? I mean, it would have to be like, I don't even know. But I mean, you can make it through anything. And I feel like we truly have. We've been through things that most people don't go through on a daily basis. And
Wouldn't even want to go through.
yeah, don't go through it.
Right.
I mean, it was
I'm not saying
hard.
that.
It was
Yeah,
hard,
as well.
but where we are now, I wouldn't change it for anything. 'Cause we learned so many lessons. We grew closer together.
Yep.
Our girls, like, that's all we do it for is our kids.
You know.
And so Riley's in first grade and Harley is in pre-K now. But from the time when Riley was in pre-K, every teacher just stops us at the door on pickup, on drop off, and just rant and rave. It was like, whatever you guys are doing, whatever life changes you made, it's showing in the children. Like our children are the stars, the stars of every room they're in.
Yeah.
And the teachers say it's because, whatever we made as parents. I just think we got, some crazy, amazing kids. But seriously though, but I do appreciate, because that was one thing, Riley, we worked from when she was born to about
4 months, we went back to work.
Yeah. So she got, early on, she had the typical thing. And fortunately, we have a lot of family friends who are retired. So we didn't have to go do the daycare route and things like that.
Shout out to Dora and Mike.
Exactly. Loved
So yeah,
Mike actually officiated our wedding.
Yeah, Mike
Those are my-
he did, but that's the only reason why we truly wanted to have to have another mortgage for daycare when we went back to our corporate lives, because they were able to keep Riley. Obviously she was our first, and then COVID hit and everyone's lives were flipped upside down. So we got to spend that time with her, and that really made us realize what's important, right?
What are you doing?
Like, do
What do
we
you
want
want
to see our kids, or do we want to just, go to work every single day? And we chose a huge life change to make a career change, sell our home, take all this money out of the equity when we bought our first home, and kind of start over. And I think we're being rewarded for it now.
You are. You totally are.
Early on, I looked at it because, during that COVID time, agents' money was just falling out the sky because, rates were 1%.
Yeah.
People were overpaying. You were just making money just literally from, hey, hi, I'm a realtor. This is what I do.
Yeah.
We got in after that. So, just my luck.
I know.
I was in after that. But we actually bought our own home in 2019. So, literally, the loan amount we had, we sold it for almost double. So,
yeah. And then we bought another home.
we always tell people, and that's really the main thing, because obviously, yes, you want to help people buy and sell, but the environment that I come from, you think that the only way to really see just wealth out of this world is being LeBron James or something like that.
Right.
Not everybody's going to win the gene pool to be LeBron James. Anybody can be rich through real estate. Anybody can get rich through real estate.
Yep.
And you are always one good decision from where you are right now to a completely different life. And for us, that one decision was we conceived a child. It was we need to buy a house. We bought a house. And I didn't do it with an investor.
Right.
Yeah, I found a great place. That's something that spoke to us. I'm I like this.
We did not even have an agent. Because that shows you how raw route was. We didn't even know anybody, I don't think. We didn't even realize we needed an agent to we bought a new build at the time.
Yep.
And didn't even realize we needed an agent. Now we look back on it, we're like, oh my gosh.
We left so much on the table.
Right.
Only had representation. We could have got money at the back end, and I could have got a back kitchen. Right?
Yeah, but it was just a necessity. We needed it. He found the area and everything. And so it, blessed us, I think,
Definitely.
so many years later when we sold it. And I was like, hey, this is our start over to a better life for us, our kids, and where we are today. That has, helped us along the way.
Yeah. And what's cool too is that you have those experiences together, and that translates to people that we help. That's totally. What's amazing, right? You could totally just guide them through the path and know that we're helping people gain generational wealth. That's what the coolest shit is. I think if we all came from crazy money and like I said, we had that boom, we were in the business, we made tons of money, I don't think the appreciation would be there. And I don't think we'd be able to really treat people like we do.
Yeah. No, I think people, we always say with our clients, they're our family at the end of this.
Yeah.
And we would never put any of our clients in a situation we would put our family members in, or even ourselves.
Right.
If it seems good to you, but we have a hesitation about it, we genuinely sit them down and be like, look, this is how this might play out. Do you think you really want to continue on with this? Because I wouldn't want my mom or dad or, my in-laws to be in that situation. Yeah. And what do you think about this? And they're so appreciative for just the honesty, the realness. It's not about a check at the end of the day for us. It's really about your new beginning and your generational wealth, and we want to help you get there.
Yeah. I love you guys.
You love you.
And I know too, anytime, and I say this to you guys, but anytime you send me someone, I'm like, oh, they're going to be amazing. Because they really, we attract, or we put out, we attract, what am I trying to say? You know what I'm trying to say.
Or we attract what we put out, right?
Yeah. So we attract, and that's, you guys always attract.
Yeah.
Yes. And I appreciate it. And I know you guys are always going to take care of people. So what advice would you give people looking to get into real estate right now? Like, we know how this market is right now. What would you tell them? Think it's a good idea?
It is, but I think for this side to sit in this seat as an agent, it's a good idea at any time in any market. But I think it's about your personality, because you can watch was it Selling Sunset? You can watch Listed, and those things look fun. But this is not a job that's for everybody. Right? Anybody can get licensed. I'm not gonna sit there and act like we're brain surgeons. It's not impossible to get your real estate license, but to succeed in this business, it has to be something that's in you.
Right.
Because you'll burn out.
And right intentions, I think,
Yeah.
It's easy to get money. It's easy to do all this stuff. But if you do not have the right intentions in this world and you're, in it for the wrong reasons, then it'll show. And you might not make it as far as you thought you would. And it's hard. But
it's a grind. It's hard.
Yeah.
But it's everything I want. I'm living my corporate America dreams, because you know how corporate America is. It doesn't matter if you're the best. It doesn't matter how well you perform. There's always, you need somebody else's approval to level up, essentially. I hate that term. Right? You need somebody else's approval to level up.
Yeah.
And even when I was there, I'm the type of person, like, I hold myself to such a high standard, and I'm very self-aware. So I'm not just sitting here thinking I deserve a promotion when I know I'm not really earning it. But I'm also the type of person that's like, I know I got to do X, Y, Z to put myself in a better light to get that promotion. But if that's not naturally who I am, I cannot motivate myself to do it. Right? I'm like, I know if I just show up 5 minutes early, I know I'll get it. Yeah. Like, I don't want to show up 5 minutes early. Not for this. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm doing something where my performance is directly related to my compensation.
Yeah.
And I get to help you. I get to help me. And like I said, we're not just trying to push people into bad decisions. Our first home, when we did not know what we were doing, we bought and we sold it for almost double what we paid.
Yeah.
And I didn't write the book on buying homes at that time. And we see people who are out here building conglomerates in this industry.
Right.
Whether they're an investor or they're somebody who's just doing retail real estate. Real estate makes the most millionaires in this country. So if you really want to be something out of nothing, this is the field you can do it in.
Right.
But it does take work.
Yeah. So we're going to wrap this up because you got to get your kiddos.
We do.
Who is your ideal client? It's such a cheesy question. I hate being asked that because it's like I really, truly would never turn anyone down. However, I did fire a client and an agent. But who is your ideal person? Who do you want to talk? Like, if someone's looking at that, like, who do you want to attract in here? Or attract to you guys?
I almost like we love our first-time home buyers, obviously.
Yeah.
We do a lot of relocations. Yeah, we do relocations, referrals, everything. But we were just having this conversation with a guy at a restaurant right now. And I almost like the people who have worked with agents before and it's left a bad taste in their mouth. We were just talking about this because you just put like the new light on real estate agents. And as we were telling him, like, not everybody's the same. You set your expectations and what you want out of the deal, right?
Yeah.
But I think I like working with people who have bought and sold a couple times, who might have that bad taste, and they work with us, and we're like a breath of fresh air for them because we communicate all the time. We're up 24/7, and we generally want what's best for you. We're going to get you to your end goal and to your destination, wherever that's at.
Right.
And you can tell we care. Like, you meet our kids. It's a family affair when you're with us. And some people like that. Some people might not like that. But our clients that work with us love that. And we're generally, family with everybody at the end of the day.
Yeah. And you truly are.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not just, you are.
Yeah, definitely.
Love you guys.
We love you. You're legends.
So how do people get in touch with you? Plug yourself. Plug Folio.
So ColeandCole.homes. At the time of this recording, it is still in production. We're a brand new team. We have just taken the leap to branch out on our own.
Yes.
So
give it a week.
Forgive that. Oh, it's just not like, they don't even know how we do it. The website is as far as we know, it's not done yet, but hopefully you see this in 5 years and it is, or you see it next week.
It'll be done in 2 weeks, so my there's
Okay. Holmes.com. And then I am at Ryan Matthew Cole. That's Ryan, RYAN, MATTHEWCOLE on Instagram.
And I'm Whitney. And Instagram is Whitney at Whitney sells the valley. So Whitney _ sells the valley. Or you can give us a call.
Right. Or if you're watching the show, you probably know Jess. So find her page and you'll definitely see us.
You'll see all our videos.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys.
Thank you.
You're amazing. And I wish you nothing but the absolute best.
Oh, thanks. That's just
Thanks.
And that's a wrap.